here to give an update on last year's Lions Day with the United Nations with the theme Peace and International Understanding is Lion Janlyn Scauso. But first, let's watch this video featuring another inspirational speaker from last year's LDUN, Psychosocial Director of Camp Sunshine, Nancy Sincata, and someone else I think you might recognize.
I think when bad things happen, people benefit from feeling like there's somebody out there that cares. Camp Sunshine is a retreat for families of kids with life-threatening illnesses and bereaved families. After 9/11, Camp Sunshine ran 5 programs for families in which a parent died on 9/11. Impacted, and so it was several dimensions of Lion support that I think was helpful for people, and I think could be helpful in any situation in which such bad things happen.
Probably one of the most meaningful things a Lion can do when you have somebody that just suffered a disaster, just to look in their eyes and just listen to them and say, it's okay, we're here with you.
Kindness matters. That's the first step in helping. It may be that if you're in the middle of a crisis, support from a stranger actually has even greater meaning, and I think helping itself sparks a certain kind of energy and a certain kind of hopefulness.
When something happens, a crisis happens, when there's something negative going on in the world, we can be the positive thing to make people's lives a little bit better. And when we do that, not only makes their lives better, but affects us as a human being.
Hello, my fellow Lions and Leos. My name is Janlyn Scauso, and being invited to speak at Lions Day at the UN was never something I'd ever imagined doing in my lifetime, even once, much less twice. And I'm still just as nervous, even though this is virtual, so bear with me. I was absolutely honored to be asked to participate in last year's celebration, and it showed me what it's like to be part of a global community whose similar interest in philanthropy and service positively contributes to causes that are so much bigger than ourselves. During last year's 42nd Annual Lions Day at the UN, I was asked to share my personal story about how I lost my dear husband, Dennis Scauso, a New York City firefighter and first responder in the terrorist attacks of 9/11, and how this loss eventually led me to becoming a Lions member. Last year's theme was peace and international understanding, which I felt related aptly to my story because in the aftermath of 9/11, discussions of international peace and understanding were at the forefront of many people's minds. After sharing my story, I was left in awe by the outpouring of support and empathy and understanding that I felt from all of those in the room. Overall, the whole experience reminded me of a quote about how destruction breeds creation, and how sometimes moments of darkness give birth to light. In the aftermath of destructive and tragic events like 9/11, people and communities like the Lions make sure that there is always light. It's one of the reasons I'm so proud to be a Lion. This year, mere hours after last year's conference, we were thrust into another global tragedy of epic proportions. In early March of last year, the COVID-19 virus had already begun spreading across the globe, indiscriminately destroying families, communities, and infrastructures in its wake. Everyday life as we knew it was completely upended, and suddenly the world seemed extremely isolating to so many. But similarly to how we've acted in years past, the Lions did not let these obstacles stand in the way of lending a positive helping hand. This year's theme of Connected Through Service is emblematic of that. Because in spite of being separated by distance and quarantine restrictions, the Lions have still done their best to come together and create a positive change during these exceptional times. last year, I was left feeling so very, very inspired by the speakers, the topics, the concerns, and the efforts that the Lions were pursuing globally. There were so many amazing people in the room and in this world. This year, while it may be in a different format, I'm equally excited and awed to partake in this year's Lions Day at the UN. Thank you for allowing me to share my thoughts and experiences with all of you. I hope this message finds all of you safe and healthy. I so look forward to this event. Thank you.